Hello everyone, Happy New Year. My name is IJ, and welcome to Redstone's 11-year anniversary. So, you may be not used to seeing me this way, or, well, not really seeing me at all. And you're probably wondering, why the hell is he wearing a gas mask? Has IJ lost his goddamn mind? Yes, yes I have. And should you be scared of it all, scared to fall right now? Yes, you should. No. The reason why I'm wearing a gas mask is for several good reasons. First of all, it's to hide my face. This is the only thing I have. It doesn't help that it's authentic, so it's actually pretty hard to breathe in right now, and it's got toxic chemicals. But I'm fine. I'm fine. And the second reason is this is giving me good practice for the upcoming JI video that I've been working on. I've been talking about it for like over a year and a half now, and I'm gonna have to be using this for it in there. I won't expand on that. And then the last reason why I'm even presenting in this form in the first place is because Redstoneworld only really has another year and a half left in the current way that it's being ran. Because after a year and a half, that's when we move on to the next stage of life. I'm not saying that that's when Redstoneworld will end, but I'm just saying in its current state, where I'm actually actively trying to develop it, that may end there. So what that means is that this may be Redstone's second to last birthday, that I'm really active for. So I want to do something special. So last year obviously it was really special because that's when Redstone turned 10 years old, and for some reason I decided that on that day I was just gonna release a regular devlog too before we got to all the edits and all that on the credits, and when we started the rate game up. For some reason I decided to do a regular devlog where I just showed like the things that I did in like the past month, and I go like way too far in and specific, and that's just boring. So what I wanted to do instead, we're gonna go over all the big things that we've done this year, because we've made some good accomplishments, and I want to highlight them. So let's go. So obviously, we started off this past year with the 10-year anniversary event. But the first thing to happen after that is in this building that I'm about to yap about while looking very stupid. This is the Fountain Island Hotel. And we've had a project going on here since 2021. The Fountain Island Hotel used to look bad, and it used to be functionally horrible. It didn't really have much functionality there. You couldn't buy rooms, nothing like that. And the rooms, they just weren't it. They were bad. But we have spent the past 2 years getting this thing completely overhauled, and now it's all done. So we started off this year with the completion of the Fountain Island Hotel overhaul. We built this suite number 5, which in my opinion is better than the one I built before. And we built the staff area, which means that this hotel is completely done. The next thing we did was at the cruise ship. Now, I've been talking for years about trying to get that cruise ship hooked up to the U1 train system so that you didn't have to use teleport commands to get to the cruise ship. So what we did is, at the start of the year, we built the whole rail system, we got the train station, and now you can take a train all the way from Fountain Island all the way to the cruise ship. Next up, this was part of the 10-year anniversary, but it was still in beta at that time. The rate game. It finally got finished. So, right now, it's fully released, it's fully in a playable state, and it's good fun. And we got power lines on it too. Speaking of power lines, this was done later in the year, but we've got the whole, I know, stupid name, power line army set up going all the way around the west area from the DOS station, and then we're also going to have one that's coming very soon that goes out from Tower 3 all the way to the ones that are seen in the right game, and then they'll connect to another place. We've got this place, Spooky World, otherwise known as Hell, which is just really silly, but I love it. Then, of course, we have the theme park reactor. Now, this has been in progress since the fall of 2022, but it was this year that we really started doing the big things with it. I'm saying last year, I know it's 2024 now, but I still think, I'm not used to that yet. I still think it's 2023. So in 2022, before the 10-year anniversary, all we really had with it is we had a non-functioning uranium enrichment job. Now, we've got so much more. We've built the reactor itself, the job actually works now, and we've got a control room with controls in progress. Some of them actually already work, and it's going to be a really cool thing when it's finished. And we've got the island over here, of course, with the cooling tower and the chimney, which totally doesn't have a secret inside of it. And also, in the theme park, I created the lockdown system. So now what I've been talking about for years actually works, where this door, like here, closes up, and there's emergency exits in sections of the park that open. Speaking of emergency exits, the Fountain Island emergency bunker has received an absolutely absurd amount of progress this year. Now, this year started off with this Fountain Island bunker project being in the works. I was not involved in it, and I honestly thought that it was a stupid idea and a lost cause. And then I saw it starting to change, and then I was like, holy shit, this has some potential. So I got involved, and we've been adding so much to it. We've got the whole reactor system now. We've got the green zone almost completed, and the bunker itself is almost fully done. And we got the emergency exit system, one of which leads to the GES, otherwise known as Gerudo Emergency Station, which itself is another bunker. So yeah, that was a cool project. And then we're gonna have another one that's currently in the works underneath one of the towers. Now, this was a major thing that started off from something small that just fueled the entire summer of 2023, and that was the bridge. So, how this started was that we saw a bridge that was on Tower 0 in Spooky World over here, like I talked about a bit ago, that was gone from Tower 1 in modern Redstoneworld. And at one point, I remember back like 8 or 9 years ago, I remember in one of my versions, I built a pool on the side of the bridge. So we started off with that, and then we thought, oh, that's it. There's nothing more to that. But then we got the idea of expanding the bridge out. So what we did is we started off with something very, very small, and then we turned it into something absolutely amazing. So this bridge, we had it go out into the sea. This used to be pretty empty before, besides just some random things. So it was filled with a bunch of junk, and we cleaned it up completely, and we put this beautiful bridge running through it. And I always talked for years about having a bridge going from Tower 1 to Tower 2. It was supposed to go in the sky, and that would look extremely ugly. So what we did is we had that connect to Tower 2. But we didn't stop there. We thought, what if we make another end to the bridge? All the way at the Fountain Island Desert, which is at the center of the world. And then that's what we did. We built shops along a massive bridge that goes all the way to the desert. And of course, with those shops, that created the now infamous building right behind me. And a bunch of other cool ones too. Now, I have been talking for years about Tower 2. Right now, I believe it's gonna be like 6.5 years, I'm pretty sure, since 2017. Since the middle of 2017. But I think I already talked about it before then. Tower 2 it has been. I thought it was cursed, honestly, going into this year, because we just could never get progress starting on it. And Tower One was done so long ago. We haven't had any new towers since then. And then Tower 3, which was called Tower 2.5 at the time, I didn't even want to be talked about because that was, I thought that entire place was just a complete lost cause, just like the F5 bunker. But we turned that around so fucking much this year. I am still shocked about how much we did. We completely did the entire layout of Tower 2, and mostly everything is already built inside the tower right now. I just have to do some work with redstone and commands, and Tower 2 will be complete. And then that moves us on to Tower 3 right here. So, I already talked about earlier that we are going to be having a little bunker underneath Tower 3. Once I build that, Tower 3 is officially started. We can get stuff going up. I already have planned all the things that I want inside this tower, and this is going to be a great tower. I'm looking forward to see where it goes in 2024. If 2023 was the year of Tower 2, I want 2024 to be the year of Tower 3. I think I'm actually supposed to say, I think that I'm actually supposed to say Tower 3.0, but who cares? It's hard to talk in this mask. Now, if you remember the 9th year anniversary in 2022 and the 10th year anniversary in 2023, you'll know that about 3 months later after those, I released Redstoneworld's April Fool's video of that year. In 2022, it was some goofy thing where I made up J.I., and he was just meant to be a goofy character who only showed up once, and yeah, that was a lie. Now we're doing so much of that. And then in 2023, we expanded on that greatly. I started, with the regular goofy shit, but then we did the whole cinematic thing, which is basically just me getting my first practice for making the JI video. That's what that was. Now, this year, this is the goofy shit right here. Me wearing this gas mask is the goofy shit. So don't be expecting any April Fool's video this year or anything big. I may do a little thing, but nothing big. I need to focus on getting that JI video created. We've been doing this world building and lore and creating these characters for so long in Redstone. It's time that we finally do something about them, and I want it to be great. So I'm almost done writing that, and then once that's done, I have to start actually producing the video and editing it, which is going to be living hell, but I'll put myself through it. So yeah, this is the goofy thing right here. This is your goofy thing for 2024. Don't expect anything more, but do expect good progress on a good video. I don't know if that's coming out in this year or in 2025, but it will be coming out, and that's what matters. So, I know that this year's event isn't as big and special as last year's. I mean, for obvious reasons, last year was the 10th anniversary. But I still think that it's a very good thing that we're going over everything, all the big accomplishments that were made this year, because we put a lot of hard work into Redstoneworld in this past year. And I'd like to thank everyone who helped build, who helped get us through it, despite personal challenges that we've all faced. We got through, and we built some amazing things. Now, we all grow, we're all changing, but one thing is staying the same. It's time to fucking redstone it up.
Oh well, how nice, IJ. You made everything look so perfect. Hell, you even took a little group photo with all your cronies. But I know that you're full of it, and I know how evil your empire truly is, and I'm gonna bring it down. I do not hate this world, and I do not want to harm it. I actually think it's beautiful, as a matter of fact. But I do hate the people in charge of this world, and I will do everything in my power just to make you fall. I know where you are, but you don't know where I am. Well, I'll tell you something. I'm hiding in plain sight, right behind you, all this time. I am the catalyst that sparks change, and you're gonna see it very, very soon.
You done yapping?
Yep.
Good. I'll call him. Let's put things into motion.